Hello. Welcome back to the Hive Mind.
Hi.
I'm
Welcome.
Jenna.
I'm Autumn.
I'm Abby.
I'm Alexis.
Change
You
it from
guys-
the last one.
You
So it's
guys
like
were so
Autumn.
nice this time. Autumn, Abby. I'm Alexis. Today we're just going to be talking about the catfish.
Not the hogs.
Not the hogs. Not the actual fish. The people. The people that
Catfishery.
Yeah.
Yes, the people that
Yes,
pretend
that
to be
term. Good
someone
one.
else and get in a relationship and then pretend that their mom dies and then they leave the other person or their daughter or something
Or
something
they need
along
money.
those lines.
Or
You
How
guys
did you
have
just
all
pop that into your
heard
head?
of a catfish.
What do you mean? That's
story
the
before.
entire lore of the catfish show. What is it, Ned and Mike-
Neve and
Neve.
Max.
Neve and Max? Why did I say Ned? Ned's
don't
a
know.
classified school survivor. Y'all
Oh
ever
my
heard of
God,
that?
I used to
Ned.
watch it all the time.
Oh, you know they have a podcast now too?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
started after us. No, I'm
God.
kidding. They started before us.
Copiers.
Copiers.
they were inspired by us.
Yeah, they were the hive mind. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. Alexis has a catfish murder.
Very interesting.
You have a story. Autumn has an episode. Sorry, Abby has a story. Autumn has an episode, and I have an episode. That is my favorite.
Why are you
so,
staring them down like that?
Autumn's like just
whose do we want to start with?
I was zoning out. I feel like who's gonna? I don't know.
Jenna. Go ahead.
So we
Okay.
go online.
Yeah.
Mine's one of the episodes. I don't remember which one it is, so let me look it up real fast.
Oh, I should probably do that. So, I never part of my name.
What the hell?
So I will say that for mine, there's going to be the trigger warning. So if you just want to listen to catfish stories, listen to theirs. But whenever we get to mine, if you aren't into murders or like the murder mystery or true crime, skip it.
Popped up again.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about.
So
Put the
My-
TikTok in the video.
my episode is Antoine.
I almost.
Antoine.
Antoine and Tony. So, there's a girl that's, Carmen is concerned about her cousin, Antoine's 3-year romance with a man named Tony. And it's my favorite because Neve and Max and Antoine, whatever her name is, and her cousin Carmen are walking around this random ass fucking neighborhood for like an hour. And then finally, they're like, I don't know what's going on. Like, Neve's like, should we call him? Like, what should we do? Carmen walks up and she goes, it's me. I'm Tony.
What?
I don't know what to tell you. You're stupid. Like, stuff like that. Like, I told you he wasn't real. And, like, blaming her for it.
And yet she's the
It's
one who created it.
So fucking funny because they just start beefing, like, straight up with each other and, like, almost get in a fist fight. It's my favorite episode because it's just, like, yes, pure chaos. Just the entire thing is so good. I'm like trying to remember like small little bits and pieces, but like as you know in the show, if you've watched it, like they'll do like their research. They couldn't find anything on the research. They called. Somehow Carmen manages to answer the call without Antoine like seeing and like everything, and like it's just I just can't believe that it was her cousin.
She turned around. You couldn't see her.
Who would do that to their cousin?
So many people.
lot of
So
people.
many
Really?
family members and like exes do it to like the
Like,
person
why?
getting
They're an
catfished.
ex. Get the fuck
Because
over
they aren't
it.
over it.
Oh my
They
god.
aren't over it and they don't
They're
care.
deeply in love.
Or they want to
Wow.
hurt them back. Or it's like a husband who found out his wife was cheating and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was actually me this entire time, these 4 years.
Oh,
Nuts.
that's crazy.
Okay. Then do you have your episode?
Mine is the Artist and Jess episode. It's season 2, episode 9. And
She's got it on the dot.
Oh, I didn't say mine, but y'all can look and the names are on there.
and so Artist met Jess on Facebook and they messaged blah blah blah. They were talking for about 5 months before artists like contacted the show and was like, I met this girl, I'm like practically in love with this girl, like I think she's the one, I want to be with her. Like one of the main factors is because
all these people are in love with people they can't get on FaceTime.
I know.
You can't see someone's face. How are you in love?
For real.
You've never talked to them over the phone? How are you in love?
How? He's like, I think she's the one. And one of the like main reasons as to why they were like for sure, like he was like, I definitely love her, was because they both had like a love for children, whatever.
Oh.
Not in that way. Since we watched the last episode, we were
Jump
talking
scare.
about some interesting things. Not like that. He has the big thing about it is that they're both in relationships separately.
Ooh.
So they're both cheating.
Holy shit! That was
Whoa.
so loud.
Abby.
You
What
just
was
jumped.
that?
We got James Charles in the room with us.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
perfect.
Womp, womp, womp.
Oh my
Anyways,
gosh.
What was I saying again?
they were both in relationships, cheating on each other's spouse.
Yeah. But the thing is that artist has 3 children,
Say hair.
including being in a relationship. And one of the excuses that Jess always made was like, my boyfriend's really
There's a
controlling.
tomato on the couch. There's a tomato
Sorry.
on the
There's a tomato
couch.
on the
Jenna
ground,
found a
too.
tomato on the
That's our
couch.
special-
I looked
Yes.
over and I was like, is that like the lighting? Like what's going on? And I was
that a
like, that's a tomato.
We had
Sorry,
a
sorry
Taco
I keep
Bell pig out
interrupting.
before.
Yeah, we just ate Taco Bell.
We devoured that
Literally.
motherfucker.
Five
Ordered about
minutes ago.
15 quesadillas.
Bleep out the word Taco Bell so it just sounds like we just ate beep, beep. We ate ass. Anyways, yeah.
What was I
I'm
saying?
a munch.
Ma'am.
So they were both in separate relationships, but
I
cheating.
forget very quickly. He has 3 kids already with this relationship. They've been together for 3 years. And
Damn.
him and Jess were
Popping 'em
talking
out.
for
Sorry.
probably 5 months. And
Are we in sync? What's going on? Stop
Oh
copying
my
me.
gosh.
artist like contacted Neve and Max and was like, I need to figure this out, blah blah blah. I love them, blah blah blah, whatever. And they were like, well, we're not gonna do this until you like officially break it off with your girlfriend.
As you should.
Yeah.
Which, because they weren't in like a good relationship to begin with, but I mean, still,
Toxic.
you're in a relationship. Like they didn't sleep in the same room, they barely talked, but they were
but
pretty much.
still.
They're
They had
still,
3
like,
kids together. Like there's
Yeah.
you still need
Committed
do
to
it.
someone.
Yes.
Mhm.
What?
So they were like, you need to like break up with her before we like officially start helping you. Ma'am, what is it with you interrupting me?
I was just
I'm
trying to
joking.
drink my Sewa Mist. Okay, leave me
I thought it
alone.
was Starry.
It is Starry.
Jeremy said it was Sierra Mist.
They
Jordan said
rebranded.
it was Starry.
What's
now.
Starry?
It's
Sierra
like Sierra
Mist
Mist.
rebranded and made their new name Starry.
You're joking.
No.
Ugly.
Ugly.
Okay, sorry.
Ugly.
Wow.
Sorry, your story is just gonna be bits and pieces.
Oh, it's funny.
You guys are going to hear about him having 3 children.
Yeah,
and
about 12 times.
And then
6
Starry.
times.
Yeah.
Last
then-
episode was very serious, so now we're just like,
Yes, we have
Yeah.
to make it a little bit more
We
lighthearted
gotta
Yeah.
try and,
before your story.
Yes.
Yeah. But they contacted him. They met up, and they were like, "I need help with this, blah blah blah, whatever." And they're like, "Okay, we'll break up with your girlfriend first. Then we'll help you." So he officially breaks up with her. They're like, she was not mad at all. Also, she was like, he
Okay,
told her
cool.
everything. She's like,
Okay.
okay.
bye.
I was figuring that, and I'm like, damn.
Period.
Wow.
But they're still like living together to like save up money before they like officially move on. But
Jenna.
and Max decided to do their research like always. First, they looked at her Facebook page and was like, "Oh, she lives in this so and so town, and she's following everyone from like high school or whoever lives in that town." And when she posts on her Facebook, she only has like 1, but she'll do like random texts on there and be like, "Single, If you want to hang and bang.
Single. Hit me up.
That's one of them, actually.
TBH and rates.
Dang.
But she's telling Artie that she's in a relationship.
Come in if you want a TBH.
Slide up and I'll tell you what emoji you are.
Backflash.
But she's saying to Artie that she's in a relationship with a controlling, like, strict-ass boyfriend, like, doesn't want her to be on the phone, and that was her excuse to not get on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And then on Facebook it says single. If you want to hang and bang, let's do it.
Oh.
Like, shit like that.
Getting right to the
I'm like,
point. You want to hang and bang?
Hang and bang.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to hang and bang, babe.
It's literally a quote. I'm not even kidding. She says hang and bang. And I'm like,
Wow.
Forget
Damn.
Netflix and chill. It's
Yeah.
now hang and bang.
weird. So
What do
then
you have playing in the background?
and then one of the people from that city that she
Jungle
follows
noises?
from
I'm sorry. That just popped into my mind. Imagine hanging and banging with some girl, and then she's just got like
and you're
like
like
jungle
"What the
music in the
fuck?"
background, like jungle, like rawr.
The Rainforest Cafe
Yes.
playlist. On
Yes.
loop.
The animals are in there
Everyone's
too.
like, what the fuck is this? They're like, I said hang and bang. Okay, we're hanging.
Don't
Animatronic
mind the
gorilla
sound.
comes
Yeah.
out.
Five Nights at Freddy's. She pulls out a stage.
She's like, here.
What? You didn't want to hang
So-
and bang? That's
Yeah,
what I
sure,
meant.
Jack.
Jack
What the
Black
fuck?
is performing, singing his Five Nights at
Peaches,
Freddy's
peaches,
song.
peaches, peaches, peaches.
So she keeps posting.
Yeah, like single.
Yeah.
Single, single,
But
single.
Hang and
On-
bang.
Yeah. But being like, I'm in a controlling relationship. But then, ma'am, Neve and Max do the little research thing, and they go on the Facebook. They look at it. They see like the city she's from, and one of the guys from the city she's from commented on her profile picture and was like, "I have never seen you in this city before.
Oh. Oh.
Like, I have no idea who the
Bold
fuck you
call.
are."
Calling
face
you
lie.
So then,
Ma'am,
Neve
who are you?
calls that guy and is like, well, messages him and is like, we're on the Catfish show, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay. He calls immediately after and is like, yeah, that bitch has never gone to this damn school, doesn't live in this city. It's a small town where everyone knows everyone. And we have no idea who she is. She used to, like, come up to all of our friends and, like, text all of us on Facebook and be like,
So
like,
first red flag.
yeah, ready to hang
Ding,
and
ding,
bang.
ding.
And then they search up the picture like they always do. And it's
Enhance
just-
the image.
yeah.
Enhance the image.
And it's
Sorry.
no, you're good. I had to take a minute. And then they look at it and they look up the picture and it's just like pictures from a bunch of porn magazines and porn websites. They're like, "Oh, well, that's the bitch." And they're
Wow.
like I mean
Actually, it's not.
like not they just took a photo
Just
from one of the porn
Proves,
magazines
yeah, that it isn't
and
her.
like just
Cropped
screenshotted
it?
it and cropped
Oh.
it.
That's smart.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh, they get creative.
and then texted. They texted
Hello?
artists and was like, "So, we did some research. We don't think she's her. Blah blah blah. Let's meet up. Whatever." They meet up and then they text. Neve and Max text the girl Jess. It was like, they said a bunch of random shit, but the girl was like, "Oh,
Basically, like we
trying
know
to
it's not you.
yeah," and they want to be like, they're like, she was trying to have Neve and Max prove to her that they're the actual show from like.
Oh,
She
reverse
didn't believe it was
psychology.
Yeah,
actually
she was
Wow.
really doing reverse psychology because then she was like, "Oh, does he actually love me? Like, oh my god, like finally,
Can
I
you
know
find
for
out if
sure."
he's
Broke up
single?
his damn relationship for you.
Yeah,
How about just talk to the person with your normal face?
Mm-hmm.
Go to dinner.
Start
Go to
a
lunch.
job.
Go to the
General-
Olive Garden or something.
she's like,
Texas Roadhouse.
Agreed.
Wow her. Then
She's
hang
like,
and bang.
Even a Wendy's.
Yeah.
even a Wendy's.
Yeah.
Man, this is a Wendy's drive-thru.
And then
No,
she
it's
was
not.
like,
It's the
"Okay."
Hive line.
She was like, "Okay, I'll have to figure this out. I'll have to think about it. I'll text you tomorrow." Okay, there, ma'am.
I have to log off.
She
I have
says,
to
"Sorry,
feed my kids.
I'm
Yeah.
on a schedule. I'm
I have
busy.
32 calls actually waiting
give
in the
me
queue.
a-
I'm actually busy. My 50 children are in the background. Sorry, I can't call right now.
I need to serve them mac and
Next weekend they
cheese.
go with their dads. I can hang out then.
It's like a buffet. She's just like a lunch lady. Just
Next. Next.
Yeah, they've all got their.
A, B, C,
Yeah.
D. Next.
She doesn't even buy plates, just lunch trays.
It's in their hair. It's in their hands.
It's the styrofoam trays too. They're like, okay,
Not
and then
even.
it just starts falling
No,
apart.
she would get
The
the,
children-
nice red ones.
The
that
children
were
can
in
only
school.
eat if they make their own bowls out of a tree.
So,
Jesus Christ.
You have to learn how to woodwork before you can
Anyways,
But-
she says, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah. Calls them and is like, okay, I'll meet at this park at 2 p.m.
Mm.
Bring artists. And I'm like, okay,
Ominous.
suspicious.
Little
Um,
sus.
They go there. They're sitting at the park. They're sitting on a little table, picnic table. And this car pulls in and is like, he zooms in. This random guy walks out and starts walking up to artists and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's up? Like, let's blah, blah, blah. Like, let's do this. Like, I'm talking to you. And then Neve grabs his hand and the guy's like, get your fucking hand off me. And is like trying to get up in the artist's face and is like, no, we need to talk. If you look at the video, he's the most cringe, like, Discord monitor dude you'll ever fucking meet.
That's
I
his full-time job.
swear to God.
Discord kitten type ass.
Yes.
Looking for a senpai.
Like, you
Hasn't showered in
You
2
have
months.
to listen to how he says
Doesn't
stuff.
know
I
deodorant
cannot-
exists.
Only drinks
do
Mountain
not.
Dew with a Minecraft creeper hoodie.
so was it
Dude.
this dude
Rules.
that was catfishing?
Yeah,
Oh.
this guy.
What was the meme you sent earlier?
Wow.
We need to
So-
put that up on the screen.
Yeah, so this... I'll show you,
This guy
actually.
right here.
Yeah. There's like a meme of him, like... And everyone has seen it before, I'm guessing. This guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What's
him.
it say?
He looks like a
I'd give
greasy
it to
mofo.
you. You got me there.
Give it to you. You got me there.
I was thinking of like this big jack dude, not
I
a
was
greasy
too.
little.
He's
squirrel?
He's kind of like muscular, but
Squirrel.
A little muskrat
muskrat.
came swimming up.
He literally
A
like
hamster, you
ran
get a
up to this
PetSmart.
man and is like, "Yo, like
He
we
runs
need
up
to
in a
talk."
hamster
So
ball.
did he know him,
No,
or what? Complete
but
stranger.
He gave his reasoning as to why he didn't, and it was because, his girlfriend went through a catfish and was cheated on or something like that. So now it's his entire like goal and instinct.
His life's mission.
His life's
instinct?
not even kidding. I'm pretty sure he said that it's his
My
life's
middle school
mission.
girlfriend cheated on me. Now I'm gonna
He has a
catfish
girlfriend.
everyone.
That's the
What
girlfriend.
the hell?
He has a girlfriend, and is doing this. His girlfriend knows, and she was like, "That's my boyfriend.
Wow.
This your man
That's your man."
up on the screen?
Jesus.
I'm like,
Yeah.
That's just like
That's
playing with
mine.
people. I don't dig it.
Alexis is like,
But he
no.
was like-
Immediately, no.
He was like, "Yeah, this is my it's my mission to like get cheaters out of here. Like they're disgusting." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Eliminate the
Right.
You
cheaters.
literally broke
cheaters.
up a damn relationship with children.
He's like, I can't stand cheaters. Blah blah blah. Like this is my entire mission. This is all I want to do. I've been doing this for months.
Damn.
Like he was talking to
He has a
artists
whole
for
layer in his
5
basement with like
months.
6 monitors.
That's
and it's
crazy.
like, they were like doing
I'm
sexual
Batman.
talks also.
I'm Catfish.
Batman.
He puts on a mask. It's little catfish whiskers.
That is crazy. Wow.
Another-
I need to watch that one.
Another
It was
crazy one
interesting.
is when it was like, I can't remember exactly what episode, but there's an episode where a guy was like, he was like so smart with this shit. He figured out back in like 2013, like when Snapchat just came out, to use someone else's picture to Snapchat someone. So you know how you couldn't like
Oh.
take a picture or take a screenshot of something and upload it to Snapchat and
It
like
couldn't be
send
off
it
your
as a
camera
Snapchat?
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would say like camera roll, send
Yep.
from camera roll.
Yeah.
He figured out how to make it so that way it didn't say that and it looked like him.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's pretty smart.
It was
Damn.
fucking nuts.
'Cause they didn't like
Wow.
figure out doing that years after. Because I think didn't Spotify,
Snapchat.
Snapchat come out in like 2012,
We were in.
2011.
I know what grade we were in.
I was in.
But I don't know
I
what
had
year.
the
seventh
box
grade.
iPhone.
I was
Yeah.
in 7th grade. Yeah, I had the like iPhone 4.
Yeah.
That was my first phone.
I had the little flip phone that you went like this.
I
and
did
it
too.
Oh,
clicked on the
I
bottom.
wanted one of
The
those
slide
so
phones.
fucking
I had the
bad.
slide phone.
Mhm.
You
But
flip
then
it up and
I
you can
was
text.
I wanted those so bad I was mad when I got an iPhone because I asked for that.
I had a BlackBerry
I
Oh.
thought those were so
with the
cool.
rolly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, those were good. Those were the days.
So that was a good one. I gotta watch that all.
Yes,
That
you
was-
have to
you-
watch majority of Catfish. They're so good.
Like the
Wow.
early seasons are the best too, 'cause they get
Yes.
the like craziest shit.
After COVID, I feel like they didn't turn as good
Mhm.
because they're just doing it over Zoom. So
And
it's
also-
like
Yeah.
That's different.
And Max left too. Now there's
Yeah.
some lady on there. Max was hot as fuck, even if he had like his gray hair.
a silver fox. He was a little cutie.
Silver
Neve's a little
fox,
cutie, but
Neve's
like I can't do the chest hair. I cannot. If you were a little naked mole rat, I'd be like,
So what's
Neve,
yours?
let me come get a
Abby?
piece of
Okay,
that.
mine is from Reddit. Not gonna
Interesting
say
choice.
I'm not gonna say the person's name, but so it says, it's a bit embarrassing to admit I was catfished, but I was. About 10 to 11 years ago, I started talking to a guy on MySpace. I'm pretty sure he messaged me first.
MySpace.
And
Asshole as
MySpace.
fuck.
Wow.
And at first, we just talked about tattoos and stuff since I had just gotten an apprenticeship at a shop. The guy said he knew my friend. Let's call her Amanda. So I talked to Amanda, and she said she knew the guy and grew up together and whatnot. Anyway, the guy and I kept talking online, and of course, I developed feelings. We'd talk on the phone for hours, and finally, after a few weeks, we agreed to meet up.
I just tried to hold her hand.
This was before the show Catfish, and what do you know? Guy doesn't show up. He wouldn't answer his phone, and I was waiting around like a jackass. Hours later, he calls saying he is sorry. His phone died and he got lost, and we'd try again another day. I stupidly ate up this BS, forgave him, and agreed to meet him
Ain't
another
left
time.
no crumbs.
Wow.
The next time I brought Amanda and her girlfriend to meet this guy. Even though Amanda vouched for this guy, he didn't show up again. Again, I'm feeling like an idiot and I'm crying. So Amanda and her girlfriend drive me home. Immediately, I go online and break up with this dude I've never met.
Damn.
Wow.
Left his ass in
Done.
the
Sounds like
dust.
that sounded like a middle school
Black.
text.
So did she not figure out who he was?
Oh,
in the
just
end?
wait.
Oh, it's not over
okay.
yet.
No. We still talked for 6 months after that.
What?
We broke up,
How?
but we're still going to talk.
I could never.
With me questioning if he was real. But after that, he was
Babes, he's not.
supposedly vacationing around Europe, and I wasn't trying to
Oh,
push
yeah, they
anything
always are.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I would still hang out with Amanda, and she would tell me that the guy called her and had some crazy stories about Amsterdam or Paris or whatever. Well, about a year ago,
He
I got a
Googled
message
him.
on Facebook about a girl. She asked if I knew MySpace guy and if I had ever met him. I told her no, never met him. She messaged me back that Amanda told her I had met this guy and that she had a brief online relationship with the guy. Then one night, this girl was staying at Amanda's house when she was sick, and I guess her voice was hoarse. She said it sounded exactly like the guy she was talking to online. Jesus Christ. She confronted She confronted Amanda, and Amanda came clean. So my friend of 10 plus years catfished me while she had a girlfriend. I always wondered why she was a little clingy for a friend and hated all my boyfriends. Now I know. I haven't confronted her yet, but I also haven't talked to her for over a year.
Oh, I would have done it
Oh.
right away.
I
be like,
feel like she
"Dog."
most
Ooh.
likely knows that I know. It hurts that a good friend did this to me.
Oh my God.
Tuck it in the couch.
Yeah.
So from the start, whenever I said who does that, apparently a lot of damn people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally.
I
Especially
promise I
the
won't
ex
catfish
one.
any of y'all.
Hey,
Good
I'm
job.
gonna
Thank
be
you.
Thank
real.
you.
I'm gonna be real vulnerable. I used to go on like Omegle.
Mm-hmm.
I would dress up as a boy because I could make myself
But
look
that's
like a
fucking
12-year-old
Omegle.
boy. But like I wouldn't like
you weren't
follow
like
up with
dating
these people.
or anything.
Yeah.
But like the funniest thing is like I would put a beanie on, like make my hair like
I used to do
swooped,
that all the time.
and I had boys' clothes because I would wear men's clothes, as I literally am right now. And I would be able to make my voice like deep, and I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And mainly it'd be like I'd be talking to like 13-year-old boys, be like, "You're gay, you're gay. What are you?" And I'd like, they're like, "You're so ugly," and then I'd be like, "Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom," and then like I'd come back and like be me, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd be like, "What? What's the matter? You didn't like my boyfriend?"
Oh my God.
I would fuck with people so hard.
Siblings are dating?
Siblings are dating or same person?
Those are
Whoa.
interesting. Have you ever seen those sibling or dating?
We
No.
should do that one
We'll
an
have to do
episode.
that. Like there's this
Damn.
entire Instagram page where these people like post really close to each other, like to the point where they're like touching interestingly, and you have
Like
to.
prom photos where you're like standing behind each other with your arms
You'd be like, oh, are they sibling or dating? And then you have to like psychologically think if they're
Oh,
siblings
that
or
seems fun. We
and
gotta
then
do that.
You can find
Oh.
it tells you if they are
Yeah,
siblings or
after.
dating.
Wait.
Or both.
We didn't
Yeah.
set
I'm
a
writing that
timer
down.
for this episode.
We don't. don't think
I
we've
have
been
my
going for
eye
that
on the
long.
clock.
Okay,
We're good.
perfect.
Yep.
Alexis is prepared.
I say, I don't feel like we've been going for that long.
Gone. Where did we go?
Going. It
We went to Taco
blurred.
Bell. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
You mean Jeremy went and we sat here
Jeremy
and waited.
picked it up.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes.
That's a
thank
whole
you,
nother story,
Jer.
but thanks, Jer.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
What would we do
Yo,
without you?
and
Starve.
Jordan,
Also, you did that the last
you ate
episode
my
too,
taco,
fucker.
and I'm mad.
They
Stole my
traded
sour
tacos.
cream.
So happy they had those.
There's sour cream
certain
upstairs that she
balls.
could have gone and got.
Balls! Those are my favorite.
The
you go to Taco
Cinnabon
Bell?
Delights.
Yes.
Is what we're
Yes.
talking
We
about.
call
No.
them cum balls.
Cum balls. There's no other name. You go to
So
Taco Bell and you
good.
say, "Can I get a 12-pack of the cum balls?"
You know how many times I've accidentally done that? Like, I've been so close to being like, can I get a pack of cinnamon delights?
Oh, I would. I would just flat out say, "Can I get a packet of cum balls?"
They're like, what the fuck are you saying? I'm like, cum balls. You don't know what those are?
Oh
Like,
my god.
no.
Put two and two together.
cum balls. Come on, figure it out.
They're gonna be back there like.
We don't have
I don't know what to do. Oh my
They're like
God.
panicking. You see them running around the kitchen. You're like, the fuck is going on? Someone's pants come flying across. You're
Oh
like,
my
what
God.
the fuck?
You see a bell.
All right.
It'll be 1 second. Throw it
Splat
back
on
order.
a window.
Hurry!
Like, I'm trying.
Somebody whip out your dick.
Please! Hurry!
I love it.
Get his pants off!
Michael, where are you? Take off your pants. We need you. Another order of cum balls. They're like, God damn it, that's the 5th time today. Michael, it's your job. You get paid.
Who's next? We got another order.
Who's ready to do
It's like what is it called?
conveyor bell-ish thing?
Assembly line.
Random guys at Taco Bell just beating it off in the back.
This is so bad for Taco Bell. Please,
great.
this is all
just our
fake.
friend group,
This is
I swear.
just a joke. Nobody does this at Taco Bell
No.
that we know.
That we know of.
Yeah,
Hopefully we don't predict the future.
No.
There was a certain restaurant. No, it's nothing like this. There's a certain restaurant around here. It's a chain. I won't say it. Somebody,
no.
one of the workers, spit in
Oh, I heard in
somebody's
that.
Oh, I think I
burger.
heard about
Yeah.
Wait,
And like
where?
it was clear a
Right
hook.
here?
What is that called? A hookie? A
No
loogie.
way.
A loogie, yeah.
A loogie.
Hacked a hookie? Hey, he hacked a hookie in my burger.
I'm
A
never
loogie.
eating there again.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
Also, by the way, the cum balls, that's just our friend group. Don't start doing that.
No, you can.
Please.
you
You
can.
can.
do it. Send us
Well, I mean,
videos.
If anyone asks, just
I-
tell them you learned it from us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We
I
can't-
just meant don't go into a Taco Bell, ask
Why
for
not?
cum balls, and expect them to just
Yeah.
pop it
I
out.
think they're thinking that, Autumn.
we won't gatekeep calling the Cinnabon Delights
no,
cum
call 'em
balls.
cum balls. They should call them cum balls.
But
Cum-
like give credit to the creator.
yeah.
Dog.
I
Dog.
think that our Taco Bell is used to it because
Probably.
the amount of times you or Jeremy goes to Taco Bell.
I have so
probably
many
says
times,
it.
I probably have accidentally said cum balls, and they just ignored it.
They're like, oh great, here's these two again.
My brain
Oh, wow.
And it,
15
every single
quesadillas
time,
and a 24 pack of cum balls.
it always ends up being me and Jeremy that go to Taco Bell, and we're the only ones, not only ones, but
Oh my
people
God.
that say cum ball the most. I've gotten Mary Ellen to start saying cum ball all
Good.
the time.
Shout out to Mary Ellen. I know you're
Shout
watching.
out to Mary Ellen. We love you.
Love you.
She'll every single time I come into work and I'm like, I'm getting Taco Bell for lunch today. She's like, so you're getting me a 12-pack of cum balls? And I'm like, obviously.
I love that.
Well,
Okay.
after that hilarious mess, let's get into the nitty
Yes, I
gritty.
think we're pretty organized.
to the down. Let's get down and dirty.
Yeah. So my catfish is a catfish murder or a catfish killer. Trigger warning, we're going to be talking about murders, obviously, hence the title. So if you
just
don't
wanna-
like
yeah.
them, just skip
Skip.
through. Listen to the funny part. It's the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to the beginning and then just come back next
episode.
Monday.
Exactly.
On Monday. We'll have a lighter conversation, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have to pick.
So, it's a pretty crazy story. As you guys heard at the beginning, we all know what a catfish is now. What's no?
I don't know. No, we have to pick on Sunday when we record. No.
Yeah, this is our second episode.
Yeah,
So
we're
we'll-
picking for this one. This one will be up on Monday.
We have to pick this one.
We do need
Yeah.
to pick.
We're gonna
Because we
pick
just
one
finished
this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Part
Sorry,
two.
I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm just doubting myself.
Separate episode from what we just
I just
filmed.
licked my microphone.
Intrusive thought.
I tried to, but I just went forward.
Jamie.
He's like, why the
Please
hell are
make
y'all
it
licking your
loud.
Microphones all of a sudden.
So to begin,
Yes.
Janelle you're fine. Janelle Potter is the basis of this situation. So Janelle Potter, she was just a very sheltered woman, lived out a lot of her social life on social media because she was sheltered as hell. Parents very, very controlling, monitored her social media. She never got a license,
Those are
all
the
this
worst
stuff.
Oh, that's so sad.
But she did have some health issues. Like she had type 1 diabetes. Not that stops you from having a license. I
What
know.
the hell?
I know. But she had multiple things
What are you
like
saying, Alexis?
I know, like but she had like meeting
Not allowed to drive.
not meeting, like what's it called whenever like you talk to people and social she
Social
was very
anxiety.
socially weird. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I thought you meant therapy, and I went, you talk to people? That's a good thing.
So like as a young girl, her and her family ended up moving to a new area, which happened to be Mountain City, Tennessee in 2005. Just like other like young girls, whenever you move somewhere new, it's hard to make new friends.
Oh, yeah.
You
So it
know,
happened to me a few times.
especially being socially awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It just happens. And Janelle found it difficult, obviously, to make new friends in her new town. And she actually said, and I quote, "People here do not like outsiders, and I wasn't born and raised here." End quote. Just straight up.
Yeah.
They don't like
Poor
me.
girl,
Wasn't
she
born
knew
here.
They didn't like her.
Yeah. So like she didn't fit in, very socially like awkward, didn't have friends, anything like that. You know, with her health problems, she depended on her parents day to day, like for her care. She
Just
lived with her
because she has
parents.
diabetes doesn't mean she's weird.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not the diabetes, I promise.
We know Abby, and she's not weird as she has diabetes.
And so
Yes, you
her
I take it
parents were super overbearing and protective over Janelle, a little bit too much. Again, she didn't have a job, she didn't have a car whenever normal people at that age would.
This
Yeah.
kind of makes me think of Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
Gypsy,
yeah.
that's
I mean,
a good
Autumn
one.
didn't have a car
Yes.
until she was 18.
I had a car. I just didn't drive it because I didn't have my license. Oh, I had my license, but
I
It
crashed
was
mine
a
and
shitty
lost my
car.
license for 18 months, and I
Your
didn't have a
license?
car. My license.
My license.
And I didn't have a car till 2019. I was 19.
So, but like, you know, normal people, if you don't crash or do something and to lose your license,
Yeah.
you should have one
Yeah.
at that time. And then her mom, Barbara Potter, she had a normal job, and her father, Marvin Potter, aka Buddy, he was a former Marine. So
Interesting.
just keep that in
Good
mind.
name.
Former Marine is like the main thing to keep in mind. And so because Janelle had the various health problems and being super sheltered by her parents, she wasn't very socially like in tune, and she lived out her life, like I said, on social media. And even though her parents monitored her social media, she was smart. Like she hid
There's ways
stuff
to get out of
still.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every teenager knows how to hide something that their parent cannot find.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Because they know social media better than the parent.
Yeah, yep. And so, like, as a normal sheltered person, Janelle tried to connect with anyone she could. She even ended up friend requesting the pharmacy clerk that prescribed her medication.
Jesus.
And so she friend requested just this random pharmacy clerk that gave her medication every time at the pharmacy. And this clerk ended up accepting the friend request. Her name was Tracy Greenwall. Later,
Okay, so
like
it
they
was
started,
a lady.
yeah.
Okay.
So like they started chatting and
Scared me there.
everything, and they ended up hanging out and became friends. So she finally made a friend.
Wait, so how old is
The
Janelle?
pharmacy?
Janelle, so like the story, there weren't exact ages. I'd have to look back and see when she was born, but she moved in 2005, and like the documentary that I was reading and listening to, it said that she should have had like a job and a car around that time.
So probably, like,
16-ish.
That's
even
my
like
guess.
17, 18.
Yeah.
Somewhere between like 16 and 18.
Yeah,
I feel like.
that would be my guess.
Okay.
And so she finally got a friend, Tracy, and Tracy ended up introducing her to her brother, and his name's Billy Payne, and her cousin, Jamie Curd. And they ended up all hanging out like a friends group and everything.
like in person?
Yeah, like
Okay.
in person.
I was gonna
Real
say, is
people.
one of them fake already?
No, real people. So Janelle quickly actually ended up starting having a secret fling with Jamie Curd, which is Tracy's cousin. But she had to hide it from her parents because, again, super
Obvious.
strict.
Literally, Gypsy Rose.
For real. They were secretly seeing each other by lying to Janelle's parents that Jamie was a computer geek. And so Jamie would come over to their house to fix their computer, which was to hang out with their daughter, Janelle.
How many
Yeah.
computer problems do you have?
I don't know. But it
Once
was like
every
the house
2
computer.
days?
Pretty much, it seems
Just
like.
falls off the counter. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll build you a new one.
I need
Yeah.
to grab him really quick. Let me go call him really quick.
Yeah,
He'll be
and it
here.
was like
It
just
has
the
a bug.
excuse.
I need Jamie to come over and fix it.
I know a guy.
Actually,
I do know a guy, Jamie.
Janelle was finally getting into the secret relationship, began hanging out with her new friends, but she still had her social media. With that being said, she was very bullied on her social media very often, but they were anonymous comments. Like nothing
Interesting.
led back to a specific person. And they were saying that she was like a bad person. She was going to get raped. She was going to get killed. Really like actual threatening
like
comments.
graphic,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
threatening. Oh, poor baby.
And so Janelle ended up thinking that it was one of her Facebook friends, Billie Jean Hayworth, that was writing those comments because she was jealous of her. So she thought that Billy was jealous of her and so would write these nasty comments. Don't really understand that one, but jealousy.
Don't know why jealousy would mean to text a random person and say, "You're gonna get raped.
No.
You're gonna
Exactly.
Never mind.
What?
Was it comments or was it text?
They were comments.
die." Did I say text?
Like anonymous
Oops, I meant
comments.
comments.
But now
There are
Billie
rocks in
Jean
your window.
Hayworth, she was dating and ended up living with Billy
Open the
Payne,
door.
which is Tracy's brother. They had a kid together with Tracy's brother.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. So that's where Billie Jean came in, is she's dating Tracy's brother. And so Janelle responded to one of the Facebook comments thinking that it was Billie Jean Hayworth who wrote them, stating that she wished Bill and Billie Jean and that damn baby would die. Her words.
Damn.
So Janelle was feeding back to the fire as well with these anonymous comments
like-
whenever she thought it was
Yeah.
them,
But
right?
like also she grew up very socially, so I feel like she didn't know how to
Respond.
respond or
Right.
just leave
Without
it alone.
like threatening like she was.
Yes.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
wait,
what I
wait till
think.
you get into the story.
Yeah, I was gonna
she's
say
a
that's
very
what I think
smart
for right
person.
now is like she just didn't have the whereabouts
Resources
to
to be
just
able to do
And that could make
ignore.
sense. Yeah.
She didn't grow up with it. knowing.
So after responding to like those comments and everything, Tracy Greenwell said that Janelle, she was really paranoid that someone was always mad at her or hated her and wanted to kill her, so forth. Just like the anonymous comments that are on her social media. But Janelle said that they weren't real threats. It was just paranoia. Or no,
Paranoia.
Janelle said that it wasn't paranoia. They were real threats.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
So one time there was an incident actually involving the police where a rock was found in Janelle Potter's front yard and the names on it said Billy Payne and Billie Jean. It was like just written in marker on this rock just in their front yard. I don't know if like they
Interesting.
meant to
Alright
throw
then.
it or something. Really weird. And then so there, like she obviously called the police and everything, and they had to do the report. But nothing was really found of that because it was just a rock that said names. So eventually, after all of that chaos, both sides unfriended each other. So Janelle unfriended Billie Jean, you know, the person she threatened and who she thought was threatening her on Facebook. Unfriended each other, everything.
Left to be.
Exactly. So now on January on January 31st of 2012, a friend of Billy Payne and Billie Jean Hayworth ended up finding Billy and Billie Jean dead in their bed with single gunshots to their faces.
Oh.
And Billy's throat was slashed.
Oh.
Damn.
Billie Jean was found with a
Ooh.
single gunshot, but she was
Oh.
cradling their 7-month-old baby.
Oh.
The baby was unharmed,
Okay.
but dead in what her mom was dead holding the baby.
Her. She
Yeah.
was protecting her.
Yep, in like a cradled position.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that kind of starts all of this. It takes real balls to shoot someone that's holding a baby. I'll just say that.
And
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a
in the
lot.
face. Really crazy. And they just left. You know, it was
Everything,
one of their
just
friends that
did
came
that
and
and
found them.
left.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh.
So a day after this incident, the investigation was obviously full blast. Interviews started. The investigators interviewed Janelle and her parents at their home because they knew of that dispute
The
on
Rock.
Facebook that happened.
Oh, the
And The
dispute.
Rock.
I thought they meant The
Yeah.
Rock.
So they found all of that out, you know, with the rock that said Billy and Billie Jean, everything like that. So during this interview, Janelle still tried to hide her relationship with Jamie Curd from her parents, which was pretty clear to see from the investigators' end that they had a fling going on. But investigators interviewed Jamie Curd and had Jamie take a polygraph test that indicated he was lying about knowing the identity of who killed Billy and Billie Jean. So he knew, but like his polygraph test said
Wait, Jamie?
Jamie,
Knew.
Janelle's fling boyfriend.
Knew.
Yep,
Okay.
knew.
Computer geek of a boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually.
computer geek. So during Jamie Curd's interview, he ended up asking if the CIA was there, which is really weird. Like, if you're being interviewed for a murder, why do you just randomly ask, is the CIA here or involved?
I know why.
You
I
probably
know why.
do.
Yes. I know why. I know
so-
this story. I realized like halfway through, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know this story.
So it's really crazy, like, who asks about CIA being there. But later to find out, Jamie admitted that he was texting a man named Chris who told Jamie he was in the CIA and was protecting Janelle at all costs.
What the fuck?
So this Chris CIA agent is who Jamie was referring to.
Oh.
Wasn't Janelle saying that Chris was like her lifelong best friend, that she'd known him since like a kid? I can't remember if
I don't think so. That's not what... It might have
or
happened.
like since high school or something like that.
It might have happened, but like the side that I got was Chris was the CIA agent who was protecting Janelle, watching over her because of all these threats happening, so forth.
Okay. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure when I heard this case that she was saying before she had moved to Tennessee, right?
Yeah, Tennessee.
That she had met him there, Chris there, and like reconnected with him when she moved to Tennessee.
It's very possible because I read from they moved to Tennessee in 2005
Yeah.
on. So, 6 hours into their interview with Jamie, Jamie admitted to the police that Janelle's dad, Marvin Potter, killed Billy and Billie Jean. So Janelle's dad killed them. Now, the special agent who was conducting the interviews thought this comment about Janelle's dad, Marvin Potter, was odd and probably not true because Janelle's dad had several health issues himself and didn't believe that he was capable of doing this. But he had to continue with the investigation, of course, and, you know, go with what he's told, which luckily he did and didn't just brush it under the table. The detectives ended up having Jamie Curd call Marvin on a recorded line to get his verbal confession about the murders. It was recorded and a confession was made, so the police arrested Marvin Potter in a pre-drawn raid in February of 2012. So it was just like a month after, well, not even a month because the murders happened on January 31st and they arrested him in February sometime.
Damn.
So not even a month after the murders had occurred. They were interviewing Marvin Potter, and Marvin said that ever since all this crap started, my life has been threatened. My wife has been threatened, and they even threatened to take Janelle and cut her head off. End quote.
Ooh.
So
decapitation.
Right. And so he was like, I'm being threatened. My wife's threatened. My daughter's being threatened. Let me do something. So the detectives then had Marvin call his wife, Barbara, which is Janelle's mom. During the call, he said, and I quote, "I did it." And that was the best of a confession that they could get from him was, "I did it." But Barbara didn't accept the "I did it" as an admission of guilt and blamed it on the police for taking Marvin without his oxygen or medication because he depended on his oxygen. And if he doesn't have it for so long, he says stuff that doesn't make sense, is what Barbara was saying. So she was like, he doesn't have his oxygen. He's just making shit up.
That's
right?
like actually like a true thing. Like
Well,
if
it
people
is.
are deprived of oxygen, they go like loopy, like they're drunk.
Yeah, and they're like, "I did it," I could get it. So now during all of this, while the police were interviewing and interrogating Marvin for the murders, they ended up searching the Potter's home. They got a warrant and searched it. An arsenal of weapons was found, but none of them matched one from the murder. But they also found pictures of the victims in their living room. And as soon as they found them, Barbara saw that they were looking at them and shredded them, ripped them up. So they couldn't even be used either. Really weird. I don't know why Barbara was still in the house because I feel like they take everyone out.
Yeah.
So that part I'm not really sure about. But overall, there were 51 items taken from the house, including the family computer and bags of shredded documents, which were found in the back of Marvin's truck. So they ended up meticulously reconstructing over 100 pages of those shredded documents. Damn. And those documents appear to be thousands of emails that were sent to the Potter family. Within the emails, they kept referring to the guy I mentioned earlier, Chris, the mysterious CIA operative. Chris had supposedly been sending emails back and forth with Barbara, wanting to warn her about the threats to Janelle's life. So police
Warning.
Right. And police also ended up investigating Janelle's phone and her text messages between her and Jamie Curd, her secret boyfriend. And the morning that the murders took place on January 31st, there are texts that were clear that Janelle was involved in the preparation of the killing.
Ooh.
So she
jump scare.
Yeah, she admitted it pretty much to Jamie via text. Yeah. But back
Jim
to
Charles
Chris.
is back.
Back to Chris, the mysterious CIA agent. They tracked the IP address from the messages on the computer and found out that it's the same IP address as the Potter's house.
Oh.
Yep. So the threats are coming from the same house they're going to.
I wonder who it is.
Chris.
You got it, bingo. Let me get there.
Ding, 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 ding.
We have a winner.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
So now, remember how Janelle was very sheltered and turned to social media for her social life? Investigators believe that Janelle made up Chris, the mysterious CIA agent.
Imaginary friends.
Janelle invented Chris,
I bet
and
those-
since social media is behind a computer, she was mean. She was as mean and hateful as she wanted to be. She's behind a computer screen. Who cares? Now, the investigators believe that Janelle created Chris and used him to fool her parents into thinking that Janelle was in trouble, which ended up leading to Marvin, her dad, wanting to, in my eyes, protect his daughter
His motive
and go
was,
kill him. Yeah.
Finding out
So he was not set up, but he was set up.
he was
Right.
falsely set up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And so
That
now
poor
in
guy.
August of 2013, over a year after the murders happened, police arrested Janelle and her mom Barbara for the murders of Billy and Billie Jean. In October of 2013,
Jean
Marvin, Janelle's dad, was found guilty for the murders and is serving 2 life sentences. Jamie Curd, Janelle's boyfriend, who knew about the murders, agreed to a plea deal of 25 years in prison. Yeah. And then 3 years after the shootings in May of 2015, Janelle and Barbara finally went to trial. During Janelle's trial, Janelle's attorney, Cameron Hyder, said that Janelle isn't capable of directing someone to commit murder. It's just not a part of her. Yeah.
You might want to rethink that.
Yeah. Then after 7 days of back and forth testimony with the jury found that Janelle and Barbara were guilty of first-degree murder, which is the intentional killing of another person by someone who has acted willfully, deliberately, or with planning. very clearly.
Premeditated.
Yeah. And yet Barbara
Murder.
I know. And yet Barbara said that she didn't want anyone murdered and she wasn't the one who murdered them. And Janelle said that she didn't want to murder anyone either.
Well,
Ma'am.
You're
you
lying.
plotted that though.
Lying.
anyways,
Exactly.
though.
Yep. All of this and the root source of the cause was Janelle and her fake social media account. Janelle was the catfish, the CIA agent Chris, and confabulated these ridiculous ideas that Janelle was in so much danger and that someone was watching her and so forth. Honestly, I can't blame Marvin, the dad, for going
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
extreme lengths to protect
was
his
just
daughter.
Looking out for his
I
daughter.
feel
He
bad
thought,
for him.
yeah,
don't-
and now he has to
why?
spend.
I don't get why the fuck she would do that. Like, you're practically making
You're
your
stupid.
dad. or
Well, that's the
father
thing.
do it.
Yeah.
I think, and my story's done, so this is all my thoughts. But I think that she did it because she didn't want to physically murder Billy and Billie Jean,
She wanted,
Yeah.
but she
She
wanted
wanted them
someone
gone.
else to.
Yeah.
So what's an
'Cause-
easy way? Let me make a fake account. Let me have death threats coming to me. Let me have
Mhm.
my Marine protective father
Yeah.
go
Oh,
and
I
try to
forgot about
protect
that.
my daughter. You know?
Yeah.
Yes,
that-
it's extreme. I don't think you should go to the extent of killing people. Maybe go
Especially
to the
with their
cops.
Yeah.
baby in their
Or
hand. But
Right.
go
Like, get a
chat with
restraining
them, see what's
order,
going
yeah,
on,
something. Right.
clear up the air,
Right,
something.
but it all circles back to Janelle.
Yeah.
Janelle's the
Okay.
one who created it all. She catfished
pushed
the hell
them
out of them.
to the edge.
Yep.
I want to know what her dad thought when he found out, or did he know the whole time?
Well, he obviously didn't
Yeah,
know the whole
that's
time.
right.
He was under the impression of
But
my
I'm
daughter
sure when
is in
he
so much
found out,
danger.
He was probably fucking.
Yeah,
he's
he's
like,
like, now I
Yes.
have to sort
how
Like,
many
I
of
just
them
murdered
killed these
2
people
people
because
Yeah.
of
and
you
left the
25
baby alone for no reason.
Yeah.
without parents. That's fucked.
I mean, it's still fucked what Marvin did.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
like,
It wasn't entirely.
looking on
It's
the
a whole
bright
s-
side.
It's a
If she didn't start this whole thing and these ideas, he wouldn't have done it.
yes.
Exactly.
Wouldn't
It's a
have
whole
gone to that
fucked
length.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my crazy catfish story.
Yeah,
That was fucking
that
insane.
is.
The entire time you were talking about that rock being thrown, my first thought was from SpongeBob being, "It's not a boulder, it's a rock."
Oh, my mind
my
went to
God.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and I
Mine
kept
went-
just like whispering it to myself. I was like, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Mine was Dr. Phil, where he's like, "I'm gonna throw rocks through your window.
Open this
Open the door. Give
Oh
me
my
$200."
or I'm gonna throw rocks through your window, you dumb whore.
That is funny.
I don't think we need to pick
Actually,
because
Oh, you have a murder.
I was saying
Oh,
because
yeah.
our murder
But-
is
Or
on
a true
Thursday.
crime.
Also, I don't think we have to pick because this episode is going up Thursday.
Monday. The episode we just did, the part 2 is coming out tomorrow.
Part 2
This is
of
Monday.
the
This is
Toy
Monday.
Box
So the
Killer
next-
goes out
the
Thursday.
next one.
This
on
episode that you're watching
Sunday
right
we have to
now
pick.
is going to go out on
Monday.
Monday.
That episode will go out on Thursday. So Sunday we have to pick.
Yep.
When we record,
Yes.
it'll be Thursday for you guys when we pick.
Yeah, because that's what I'm
Perfect.
doing.
Not tomorrow, but the next Thursday.
I'm doing
I need
my
to start
murder
researching.
story to true crime story, to be exact.
I'm very excited. You guys will like it.
Yes.
It's also
it is a nut.
I think
It's-
that's kind of what we're theming.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll try
Our
to do like if we pick a
podcast.
topic and we can do like a true crime thing.
We're going to try
it.
to find a true crime to it, just
But
like
But
the
if
catfish.
not, we'll just kind of do like what we just did,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like talk, chat about it,
Yeah.
whatever.
but mainly Thursdays are going to always be pretty much true crime.
True Crime Thursdays.
Unless we have to do
Yes.
a part 2.
Yeah.
And it'll come out on Monday.
Yeah,
like
but
me.
Mondays
Yeah.
should be kind of just normal,
Fun.
whatever fun. Sometimes we'll add a little crime to it, but I think it's just gonna be mainly fun.
Yeah.
kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Just there.
Yeah.
We're
figuring
enjoying
out
it. We're
still.
just living life.
Yes.
And
If
Any
you guys
suggestions, comment
yes.
below.
yeah, we're always
Any
open to
ideas?
suggestions,
We're open.
ideas,
Mhm.
anything. Like and follow, subscribe, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify,
So you might be-
YouTube.
Might be posting a TikTok here soon.
I think,
Oh,
yeah.
I think
go follow
5
the
things.
TikTok.
Go
Yes.
follow,
Yeah.
listen, like.
They'll be linked in the bio. Show some love.
Yes, thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.